Rachel, I know that you, like I did, found his comments to be really, really interesting. What particularly stuck out for you?
Well, he said he was surprised at his team, which Gregg Popovich has been around the block a few times, Scott. He's not surprised that often. And he said that he was disappointed that they didn't believe. He said they just didn't believe without Kawhi that they could do that. And that was fascinating to me because if the Spurs have proved anything over the last 20 years, and it's been that long, it's that they can do more with less talent than anybody else. It's about the system, right? It's about the way they operate. It's about being a team and the way the ball moves and they all pull together. So you wouldn't expect this team of all teams to feel like, oh my gosh, we lost our star. We're lost. So I was as surprised as Gregg Popovich was, and I was surprised he let us all in on the fact that he was surprised. And the other thing, the second thing that told me is that, wow, this is a team that played against the Rockets without Kawhi Leonard. And Houston was one of the most potently offensive teams in the history of the NBA this season. And apparently, facing James Harden and the Rockets, the Spurs felt, yeah, we can do this, right? Facing this Warriors team, clearly they didn't feel that way. And that gives all of us mere mortals an idea, a window into how suffocating it must feel to be on the court against this Golden State team with 2 MVPs and 2 other All-Stars.
I also noticed, Rachel, I'm curious how you reacted to this, that he didn't knock LaMarcus Aldridge, but he made it very clear more will be expected of him. He passed on shots, and he said he's going to have to give us, I'm paraphrasing, but he's got to be better for us in Game 3. And then he declined to psychoanalyze why, Aldridge didn't take the shots. But I thought that was particularly interesting as well. Did you feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's just no doubt about it. This is LaMarcus Aldridge's team at this point with Kawhi out, and who knows what's going to happen in Game 3. He's officially listed as questionable. Kawhi is. Gregg Popovich has sat guys when other coaches would play them with injuries. Remember, he's the one who shut down Tim Duncan for the postseason when other coaches would have said, yeah, he can go. And Gregg was more concerned with Tim's future. If he feels Kawhi is not ready to go in Game 3, we shouldn't just assume Kawhi is coming back. If he doesn't come back, LaMarcus Aldridge has to play differently. He cannot be as tentative. There were times tonight he looked like he wanted to be anywhere but on this basketball court. That's not what you're supposed to do in the Western Conference Finals.